Hello, guys, and welcome to my show. It is the 28th of the 2nd, 2022. So, tonight I'm just going to be showing my interview that I done with Chad and Linda on the Bold and Bonkers Network for my show that I done on Friday, which was the Lost Magics. Just going to be showing the premiere of the video. I'll have a very short, quick chat to you after, guys, just letting you know about future plans and stuff. And then I will be ending the stream. So I hope that you enjoy the stream. Please share out, guys. And remember that you can support and donate and do whatever you want, but please do not feel that you need to do that, guys. So let's bring up the videos and get them sorted. I hope that you're all okay, my angels, and you're all well. Lots of love and blessings. Just let people get in the room for a minute. Wow, there's a new bit on the chat thing. You can pin chats and stuff now. Hello, Marley's Paranormal Investigations. How are you? How comes you're not blue? Moderator. Hello, Lou, Cindy, Anne-Marie, Michelle, Lou, Marley. Hello to all of you. Please share out, guys. Let people know that I am on. I'm sharing out as well. I'm just sending over to a few people as well. I'm okay, thank you, Marley. I haven't seen you for ages. It's so good to see you, and I hope that you are doing all right. And have you been up to much? Because we haven't spoke for a while. Just letting a few people know that I'm live. Thank you, Seashell. I'm going to call you tomorrow, lovely. I know I've been saying I'm going to do that. You are not old. How are you old at 26 years old? That is not old. Not at all. 26. What I would give to be 26 again. Really, I would. I would love it. Right. So while we're waiting for people to get in, I have shared that and let people know that I'm on. I'm just going to message the guy that normally sorts out my stuff. It's been really, really good. So yeah, right, people are starting to come in. So what I'm going to be doing is showing the video from the show the other day. So it is a pre-recorded video. It was obviously live on Bold and Bonkers Network. I was doing an interview and talk show with Chad and Linda from the Smith Family Paranormal Investigation. And it was really, really cool because they're my brother and sister. And they are so, so awesome. So I'm going to be showing that video, and then I'll talk to you a little bit after about plans with the Bold and Bonkers Network shows for the next couple of months and the company stuff, because there's not going to be as much showing. It's going to be a lot more of uploading and stuff like that. But I will let you know nearer to the time, guys, and like after this has been premiered. Wow. Well, you don't look old, sweet. You look good. My birthday is on April the 5th. I will be 50. Wow, sis. You don't look old either. You don't look like you're in your 50s. Right, so what I'm going to do is start playing the video for you guys, and I hope that you enjoy it. You can hear me, can't you? Still, I'm just going to mute while I'm doing this as well, so you can't hear anything from the background. So enjoy the video, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon. We'll talk after.
Through earth, wind, and fire, it is here you will find the answers which you desire. Lord, now we are waiting in shadow, for your truth we see within thy letter, despite what many have thought to seek. The truth will always reach. Lord, now for revival. The lost magic says made its arrival.
Hello, guys, and welcome to our Friday night show. This is the Lost Magics with myself, Willow. Tonight, I am going to be joined by my lovely guests, Chad and Linda from the Smith Family Paranormal Investigation.
Hello.
I would like to do a big shout out to our sponsors and also to Parapost, which is also going to be putting us out over the networks, and also obviously our podcast and all of our other platforms as well, and obviously to the boys of Bold and Bonkers as well. So big shout outs to all of you and to all of our lovelies in the room. Hello and welcome. So tonight, guys, there's going to be a few questions that I put towards Chad and Linda about them and their interests and things that they're into. Then we're going to be going into looking at some of their merches and their shop items, including crystals. I can show you a few bits of my witchy stuff as well that you can just see, got some really cool bits. We're going to make it a really fun night tonight. Then I've got an amazing video that Dakota made for Linda and her daughter on behalf of the Smith family, and it's showing some amazing pictures and some of the things that were caught in them. So that's going to be really interesting. Then we will be joined by Dakota and some others, possibly, where we will be discussing something that is really important to talk about, guys. And I think that we all, as a community, need to be coming together and as a world as well. So we will be covering that as well. Hello, lovely Linda.
Hi.
Hello. So obviously, if any of you've got any questions or anything you want to ask, guys, just do it in the room and it can be put up onto the panel or read it out through the chat, because I'm normally looking at it anyway. So the first thing I would like is for you, Chad and Linda, to just talk to the guys a little bit about who you are, what you do. So talk a bit about your channel, about your shop and your merch shop, and just let guys have a little general idea about who you are for anyone that's new.
Well, anybody that's new, I'm Chad.
I'm Linda.
Obviously our last names are Smith, and we've been doing a little bit of paranormal investigation through last year and or prior to last year, and then we decided that let's try this YouTube thing out. And we decided, and we're sitting there throwing names back and forth on what we should call ourselves, and I was at work and I just went SFPI. I mean, we already have W or PWI. So I was like, well, we'll just bounce off of that. So I sent her over SFPI and she was like, what is that supposed to be? And I'm like, Smith Family Paranormal Investigations. And she was like, oh, I like that. So then a friend of mine, a friend of mine that I work with, his brother does graphic designs, and he's the one that actually designed the logo that we've been utilizing for everything. I mean, he designed it, I paid for it. It's now our intellectual properties and stuff like that. So that's where we got into that. And then obviously through YouTube and Facebook, we met up with Willow. That direction. And through other means, basically, our daughter's boyfriend's father kind of helped us with some YouTube stuff, and they just went over 1K this past week, which is
congratulations, guys.
Congratulations to them. We know they've been working hard on that and finally get it. That's
very, very good.
Yeah.
So then Sherry started up the company that we are part of, and we sat there and became very interested in it, and
absolutely love it.
Love it, and we enjoy doing it.
It's an amazing company, but there's not a lot really happening there at the moment because of the way everything's been. So we're kind of just like going at slow pace, but we are building it, guys. We are trying to build it. We are still looking for people to come over and be part of an investigation and research place,
right,
and where you can be yourselves.
And then through the company and everything, we decided we were going to start doing a little bit of merchandising. So that started a little slow through last year when we got in the heat press, which is right behind Linda's shoulder there. Is it Pankaj? How you doing? So with the heat press, I mean, it was basically iron on and stuff like that. The shirts were nice, but we thought we could do better.
We knew it.
We knew we could do better. So we just kind of put that on the back burner. So anybody that is waiting on a PWI shirt, that's why. Because we kind of put it on, me, Linda, and Sherry talked, and we kind of put that on the back burner of they just, it was, it needed
They
work.
are coming at some point, but at the minute, the most important thing to do is try to get Chad and Linda's shop out there so that they can start trying to do what they want to be doing as well. So there will be merches to do with our company and stuff coming out in the future. It's just at the minute we're just trying to get Chad and Linda's business to start going well, and it is starting to do really well.
Yeah, it went really well.
Yeah, I was surprised, but we're doing good. It blooms.
Yeah, and with any company, they have ebbs and flows on how things work, and I think, with Linda being out of work, this is kind of helping out. We took an investment money that we were, and we reinvested it in ourselves. So rather not have the bank holding on to it, we kind of reinvested in ourselves. Got a bunch of stuff, new computer to help out, new.
But it's good that you've got that inspiration to do that. There should be more people like that. Like if they've got a bit of money, they should maybe put it into something that they're really good at, and maybe they would be able to make something out of that. That's what inspires me about you guys, is that you've got up and got on with things and doing what you want to do, like I do with my company and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, running your own business is stressful. You have
It
so many hours that you have to put into it, but when something really good happens in it, it's really worth the time and the
It
work.
is.
It is.
I mean, I'm at work today. I mean, but right before her live and everything, we were sitting there. I was on 3 different phone calls with the bank, with the authorization people for our website, and it was, and then finally I was able to pop in on you guys' stream and able to sit there and interject some stuff. But with her being out of work since October, this kind of
Help plug that.
and the reinvestment money kind of helped out a lot to be able to sit there and let her do something that she's been enjoying doing, which is making coasters and stuff that we sell. We'll get into that in a little bit. Earrings and
All types of things.
all types. She's been going crazy the past week with all kinds of stuff. I mean, we've done the shirt that's behind us,
the bag behind you,
the banner, the bag.
We've got some beautiful stuff though, guys. Some beautiful stuff, and it's most definitely worth the money that they're asking for. And it's all handmade. It's all done by them. It's not.
If you haven't been in my lives before, I do it every Tuesday and Friday. I make the merchandise right in front of you. Like, well, I just got done a show today, and I still have everything set up from what I did.
Yeah.
Mainly to finish off, if somebody orders something, then sit there, because we tried it.
And we are going to show their stuff on the show today. So while they're live and while they're online, you can still make orders to their website. So even if you are interested, I am putting the website and stuff in the room. It is in there, this www.smithfamilyparanormal.com. Just go over to there and you can shop away till midnight. You can get discount if you spend over $50, guys. So make the most of that shipping as well. So
yep, it is definitely worth it. All of the merchandise is handmade here in the house. I mean, I do long hours, and when he gets home, he helps, plugs in, and if I need help with something, he just finishes it, or too many orders. I mean, it all helps.
Speaking of which, one of our sweatshirts that we made went to Sam, who is a part of PWI, but is also a member of Smith Family Paranormal.
I'm very, very happy to have him on board.
Because
he's a good guy.
He is.
So, welcome in, Sam. Welcome in, Thinking.
Hello, Sam and Thinking. I actually can't see you guys in the room for some reason. I don't know why.
Scroll down.
I am not actually. I am scrolled down. I can't see them at all.
Huh.
I don't know.
It might just be delayed my end or something, so I might have to wait.
Yeah, it's delayed over here too. It's delayed on ours too.
Yeah, I've not seen that yet. But hello to everybody in the room. I'm not ignoring you if you say hello to me in the room. I am just concentrating on the interview and that. We will talk to you like towards the end, and when you're asking questions and that, guys, don't think we're ignoring you.
Nope.
So back on to us. We decided that we were going to try doing paranormal stuff, and we go out and we've done like 100 some videos now, which is pretty great for over the year. I mean,
oh yeah,
I figure 52 weeks in a year, if you can get out one a week, I mean that's only 52, and we've gotten over 100 in a year, so we think we're doing pretty good on that part.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're most definitely dedicated to what you do. Definitely dedicated. They're really, really awesome at what they do as well. Their paranormal investigations, how they work, how they present themselves. They're very, very professional. I'm not going to take all the credit for how they act, because they were like that when they come over to the company. It's just they've become more knowledgeable about the bits they weren't so understanding of. A lot of it they knew, but there was bits like pointed directing in, and they are just very, very professional, and they are the sort of investigators that I like to see in the field.
Thank you.
And they're part of my team. They're my team. And the Bald and Bonkers network. We can't forget the boys as well. They are part of them.
No, don't forget the boys.
Definitely
when we first came to PWI, we knew some of the spiritual, but that's where we needed to fill in. The paranormal, I just grew up with. Chad's had his experiences. I've had mine. But as far as the spiritual world and knowing what to do, it was just, that was something we needed to learn. And Sherry has taught us a lot.
Yeah, well, I've got some questions on that sort of stuff, so we could go into that in more detail on what we did to get where we were. Because I'm not being funny. They've learned a lot from me, but I've learned a lot from them as well. Believe it or not, I have. Right, because some of their ways and how they work and that really inspires me and makes me want to be better. I'm not saying that I don't think I'm very good. I do, but it is good to watch somebody and take pride in them and think, that is the sort of investigators that I would want to work with. And I do have the pleasure of doing that to an extent, but I would like to actually be able to physically actually go and see them and have the investigations. I think we'd have some pretty awesome shows.
We would have fun. Yeah.
With Samuel there as well. That would just be...
Me and Sam will probably be running out the doors because of these two.
That's okay. More fun for us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, no,
girls night in, and then boys can go out, girls stay in.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we went on an investigation where that literally happened. We went to the B&O Railroad Museum, and there's a young Sam going sit dash. We went to the B&O Railroad Museum, and there was a young lady in there that did not particularly want to have me in the room.
Oh yeah, she wasn't fond.
It was the first time Linda sat there and was playing around with dowsing rods, and she was a female friend that I went to school with, was there, and they were having fun with the dowsing rods, and Linda was getting them to cross and uncross, and every time I would get near the door, they just went like totally different directions. She wasn't having it, so I can understand not being in the same room with a spirit that does not want a man in the area. So.
Yeah, and that was my very first time using ever a dowsing rod, because I didn't own a pair at that time. That came from the B&O, and then from there, that's when I was like, well, now I got to get my own. That's kind of interesting. That's something I want to learn. So.
Dowsing rods are really, really good to use, and I find that they are one of the tools that the spirits really, really enjoy to use, and they find it quite easy to use them, which I can understand as well, with it being metal as well. It's a conductor for them as well as, like water and smoke and other things like that, so
to them it's like another instrument that they get to play.
It is, yeah. And it's another energy source as well, because if you think about it, when we're communicating through those dowsing rods with them, we're giving our energy over to them as well as them giving it to us to do what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yep. So that's why you get the cramps every so often. Yep.
Yeah. And I do the same thing, but I don't have anyone here to take mine out of my hand and go, Sherry, so they get the aura has to step in with me and no, enough's enough.
Yeah, when
I've got so used to doing it now, it's come as second nature to me, so I kind of get used to and know when enough's enough now. So I'm gonna stop now.
When she starts getting the white knuckle finger lock, then it's like, no, I'm getting ready to come over.
Or the shake, because I'm trying to hold still. So
has anybody else not seeing the chat? Because I think the chat.
I'm not seeing anybody that's talking. I'm only seeing 2 people watching, which is really, really unusual.
Right. It's 2 people watching, and it stopped.
Now there's only 1.
Which is probably me on the screen here, but at the same, I'm watching the chat pop up, but it's not popping up on
YouTube.
the YouTube.
I'm on the YouTube channel, and all I can see is Pacja and Bold and Bonkers, Chris. I can't see Sam. I can't see Thinking. I can't see anybody else.
No, the last thing I see in the chat was you're putting our
the last thing I put in the chat that
I
I've seen
see 3 people
was
in the
your
chat.
link.
Mhm.
Was your link to your website, and now Pagja has just wrote in the room saying, "Hey Sherry, I'm still here." Yeah, I know you are, sweet. We're just trying to establish what's going on with the chat.
Yeah, the thing is, I've
Everyone.
been here from the beginning, my friend.
Okay, darling. Well, we know you're there, but we cannot see, so we're not
That's
ignoring you or anything, sweetheart. I don't
We're
know
just
if
kinda
anything's been
confused on
sorted
why it's
or not,
acting
but we're not
wonky.
seeing anybody's comments or anything, guys.
Right.
I don't know what's happened there.
Well,
Right, so what I'll do is, while they're trying to do all sort out behind the scenes or whatever might be going on with the chat, we'll go on to asking a few questions for you guys. Then we'll get out to looking at some of your stuff from your shop and your merches, if that's cool.
That's cool.
That's awesome. So, anybody wants to ask any questions, please write in the room when we can see you. If we can't see you, we will answer anything back underneath the video or something. I'll get the guys to come back and have a look at what you say, and we'll answer to you. Okay?
for the producers in the back, for whatever questions may come up, throw it up on the screen. So
Yeah, he might be able to flick them up. So, yeah. So, my first question to you is, right, I know this is a really silly question, but I ask this for everyone because I like people to try and understand about different things. So, I know that you have abilities, but when did they become known to you physically? That's to both of you.
You want to go first this time?
No, you can go first this time. I talk all the time.
So when I recognized I had abilities, I was 12, 13. I was young. And it was at my grandmother's house. And we're getting ready for lunch. So she set up an extra plate, and I thought somebody was coming over. So I asked her, are we having a guest? You know, thought my cousin or somebody. No, it's just my grandfather. He goes, it's Pop. He's hungry. I was like, what? Pop's gone. What? And she pulled out the chair, and she said, he's right there. He's standing in the hallway. I was like, what are you talking about? So that was when I very, very first time seen my grandfather after he passed away. Now, it's been years after he passed, but it was kind of one of those surreal moments where, wow, I never thought I'd see you again type thing. You know, it was just a surreal moment. And then he did. He went and he sat down. I mean,
would you say that your abilities opened more once you'd seen him?
Yes, I was scared at first. Obviously, I was young. You know, it's gonna scare a young one. But you know, after my grandmother sat me down and explained to me what was going on, and I have the same ability she does. She says I have long conversations with him at night before I go to bed. I was like, you do what? And she's like, yeah, we'll talk and, you know, reminisce on the past and stuff like that. And then I'll go to bed and that's it. I'll just roam the halls and be like my guard. I was like, all right, cool. So that's when she just told me that if I were to see anybody that has passed away, do not freak out, because the more you freak out, the more they get stressed out. And then they're already confused because some of them don't even know what's going on if it's a recent death. And I was like,
they do get very stressed out, and some of them can not understand what's fully happened to them as well, which is another thing that's really difficult for them. And I know that it can be really surreal when you've got these sort of abilities, especially when you first discover you've got them. It can be quite mind-boggling, and you know, it's really funny to say about how she used to put a plate and stuff out, because I do that all the time. I believe really strongly in still showing your love and respect to your loved ones and out and giving them their favourite foods and whatever. You'll see it on my shows sometimes at Christmas. You'll see me make a massive Christmas dinner for them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I believe that that's what you should do. Like, go take them offerings, do things to show that you respect them. They're around all the time.
Just because, and my grandmother always told me, just because they are not in physical form does not mean they're not here in spiritual form. And a lot of them look after you, regardless you know it or not. They love you no matter what, if they're alive or if they're in spirit. It does not matter the form.
They're still that person that you had when they were physical. They're still that person. They're just in spirit form. They still like the same things. They still act the same way. They still love you the same way. That doesn't change. So I think things like that are really important. And I think that brings a relationship to the other side really close when you're like that. So putting that question over to Chad as well, when did you start realizing that you was empathic, and how did it affect you?
As far as when I knew, I'm still learning. But it was, I could always, anytime we ever went to like a battlefield or anything, or even young, I could sense that, like, if they got shot in the shoulder, my shoulder would hurt for the next couple days or whatever. And I mean, we went somewhere and literally she could tell you that a couple of weeks ago, my neck and back was hurt. And it was just the fact that we had just went somewhere and I was feeling. I mean, literally, I would sit there and I'd be hunched over and I couldn't get situated. But so as far as that, I mean, that's how I kind of know. It's just
I'm not being funny.
Try to avoid a lot of
seeing them and stuff is a pretty cool thing, but I think being empathic and being able to pick up on the energy and that is a lot more of an impact, because you feel a lot more. It's a bit different to when you're just standing there and you're seeing them and they're walking past you and stuff, but when you can physically feel what they feel, that can be so powerful sometimes. I have the same situation, the only difference is I can see them as well. So it's like, oh, they're coming towards me, I can see you, then it's like back, because they've hit me, you know what I mean? I get what you're saying there, Chad, and it can be really difficult, can't it?
It can be, especially since I have to go back to work, and it's like, it's killing me. Could you like leave me alone for a little bit? But they realize that I'm feeling their pain, and she can talk to them. So
we went.
It helps when we go on investigations and be like, I can see you. You look like you're hurt, and I'm like, ask them if they got hit in the head.
Yeah, and that's what I like about you two, is that that's why you go so well together, because one of you can see and hear to an extent, and the other one can feel. So you kind of validate what the other one's feeling or seeing. You know what I mean? When you say it, it's really fascinating to watch you guys, and that's why I love these guys. It's really cool. Right, so my question 2 is, what would you say was your most memorable investigation that you have done? What's been your most memorable one?
If she doesn't say Winterborn, I'm gonna.
I mean, Winterborn was a good one. Yeah, I enjoyed that because I guess that would be one of our tops. Because when we went to Winterborn, we were using our SLS camera at the time. We just got it. And Chad was sitting on the floor and we were just recording and starting to get used to it. But a group of kids came in and they went upstairs and then they came back down, and they were curious and very interested in what we were doing. So with that, Chad explains to them what it is and then shows them the actual screen of what it looks like. And you actually got to see a little child, a little girl in the screen. Just, she was standing there, she was sitting there, she was playing, And at that time, we did have Sherry up on screen with us. It was a very interesting thing. And then one of the boys that was interested in what we were doing went and sat next to the little girl and put his hand out and for the very first time, he got to experience what it felt like, the static feeling of a spirit touching him. And he was like floored. He was on cloud 9 that night.
She was doing some rather strange things as well. Like at first, when we was asking her to give him her hand, say hello, she was giving him her foot.
It was her foot, yeah. She wasn't.
It was so nuts. It was, but there was a lot of activity, and there was a few of the youngsters there, these boys and a couple of girls, and they all were really, really interested in what Chad and Linda were doing, because just before Chad and Linda come to that place, they were going around looking there. They were going to pick up a book and take it with them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Chad and Linda stood there and explained to them why it would be a bad idea and how it can be connected to the house and you can take an energy with you. And we all sat there and spoke to them, and they become involved in the investigation. And it was such an amazing experience to see, especially for people that were into it, but into it for the wrong reasons, and it turned them round.
I mean, to explain what Winterbourne is, a Winterbourne mansion was a house owned by a very prominent lawyer and a doctor from the Washington D.C. area, and they went out to Montgomery County and found this very nice house. Obviously, not very nice now because it's very dilapidated.
Mm-hmm.
But it is being rebuilt. As
somebody bought it.
Somebody finally bought it, and it's being rebuilt. But the house was so run down that, I mean, people were just able to come in there and just trash the place. I mean, and every time we go somewhere, we sit there and we look at it and we take pictures of what was there, so that way if somebody was like, well, you came and vandalized, no,
because you got the evidence there that
let's go. Brandon was already there.
Yeah.
So it's one of them.
And we know better than to disrespect a historical place or any place, because when you're disrespecting history, you're disrespecting the spirits that are there, and that's most of the time that's the only home that they have ever known.
And
exactly. You respect it. It doesn't matter what it looks like. That to them, that's their home, and it doesn't look the way that we see it. So there's no reason for you to disturb it and be disrespectful. You know, you wouldn't expect someone to come in your house and treat you with disrespect or treat your belongings with disrespect. So you don't do the same to them.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I agree, and that's why these guys are really good at what they do. They listen and they take notice and they understand and they've got respect, and that goes a long way in investigating. It really does.
Yeah.
Number 3, what would you say is your most favourite equipment that you use in your investigations? What's your favourite bits?
Besides us?
Besides our own selves?
Let me see. Yours used to be the SLS.
It still is.
And why is the SLS your favourite? What is it about the SLS that makes it one of your favourites?
I mean, I like the IR cameras that we got now, but the SLS was and still is. I mean, it's my toy. It's my toy, not hers, not anybody else's. It's my toy.
Yeah, I don't know how to set it up, even if I wanted to.
But it's one of them. You can kind of manipulate. I mean, it's not manipulating anything other than what it sees in front of you. It sees in front of it. It stands for structured light. Oh crap! I forgot.
An EMF.
It's essentially it's an EMF. It's an IR camera. It's a structured light sensor. So
yeah.
my brain starts going into Jeopardy mode.
Yeah.
But it does all those little things, and I mean, you can get them on your phone and stuff like that. But your phone isn't set up kind of like the Xbox that connects that it utilizes. And what it does is it sends out a sensor array in 270 degrees, well, almost like 180, 270 degrees outwards, and it picks up. So as while we were in Winterbourne, I was sitting on the floor looking out, and then next thing you know, up pops this little figure, and then up popped another figure. And it was like, okay, well we got 3. No, wait a minute, now we got 5 here.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the one little girl that was running back and forth that girls could see.
Mm-hmm. I used to be quite skeptical of the SLS camera till I actually started watching it with Chad and Linda and what they did, and then it becomes something that I quite like. I don't know if I would quite go out and buy one because I'm not really that sort of investigator, but I do not feel that I'm against them anymore as much as I used to be. I do actually think that some of them are legit if you know how to use them properly.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. They are really good tools to have. And what's your favourite, Linda?
Mine is, I'm gonna have to say the REM pod. The very latest. It's just you sit it in the room, and if you walk out, it will validate that something is actually touching it. You have to literally physically touch it in order for it to go off. And it's got 5 different sensors on there. So normally we put it up on 5, and so, and then if they touch it, everything will light up. It'll make a noise, and it's pretty much letting us know that there is activity in that spot. We don't have to be in there, but it lets us know that there is something in there.
And you definitely know when they go off because it's not something that you just walk past and it sets off. You do have to physically touch it.
Yeah.
No, I mean we do have motion sensors.
They were the very first things that I got. They were Halloween motion sensors. If you were to walk past it, it would sound, and we would be able to record our own sounds. They were really cheap. I mean, we even play with the cat toys. And the only reason why we use these equipment is for the scientific purpose.
Don't get me wrong, all of those devices and tools are really good to use, but you know, it's a little bit more of an evidence when it comes to REM pods and things like that, because you know that that's not going to be doing that for no reason. There's a reason why it's sounding off and doing what it's doing, you know what I mean?
So we have a little gadgets and we have a lot of little toys, but we don't always use them everywhere we go. If we're doing like a huge house or a huge building or, you know, something, maybe we'll bring a little trinket here, a little, you know, stuff there, whatever we feel is suitable for that investigation. Or we'll just bring our cameras and ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, if we know
we are the best tools.
Yeah. If we know we're going to be in a larger area, like we went to the Avalon house, we're going to put out the sensors because we're going to be over here in this part of the building or upstairs, and we hear it go off in this part of the building. With the camera facing towards it, we can sit there and go, all right, so we know the sensor went off at about this time, because we'll sit there and we have our little journal. We'll sit there and be like, oh, we heard the noise go off at 1838. Okay, so we have to sit there and go back and go, all right, at 1830, okay, went off. What made it go off? Where I'll be able to sit there and see that it went off. She'll be able to see that somebody walked past it. Or Sherry will be able to, because normally if we're not doing it live while we're investigating, and we have you or Sam or somebody up to validate while we're on the live, then it'll be like, all right, Sherry, do you want to come up with this and take a look at these pictures or take a look at this? That's how we found
Tiffany.
Well, not even getting to Tiffany's yet. It freaked all 3 of us out when we saw that apparition go in front of the.
Oh yeah.
That was so cool.
At the time as well, it was like a quick split thing, and I just remember Chad was going like that and looking, and Linda was just sitting there like looking around and looking at the thing, and I was like, "What was that? That's just gone past a minute. Did you see that?" And then Chad was like, "Yeah, what was that?" And then he rewound it back, and it was a full body apparition.
But the weirdest part is we had the grid going and it was panning that entire room. It did not disturb the grid at all.
No, it didn't.
And you can tell it didn't because it went right through it. It wasn't
a
solid
Class
map.
A catch. That was a Class A catch. You could not disguise it for being anything else but a spirit. You could see that blatantly through that. That was just crazy. That was one of my most favourite catches I've seen. Was that? Even though it was creepy at the time, because we must have rewound that God knows how many times.
Over 30.
I
could not believe it.
Almost close to 50 because it was like back 10 more seconds. All right, go back until we go to where the point where we can sit there and look at within the first that 1 minute of.
See, for us, we physically see these things or feel them and stuff, so we kind of know that they're around. You know what I mean? But you guys don't all see it. So when you get a validation like that and you get a catch like that, it is such an amazing thing. Not just because we're validating what we're seeing, but we're validating to you guys what is really out there, sort of.
Yeah.
And that was the most amazing catch I've ever seen. And I've had some good catches myself, but that was a Class A. Literally. Definitely.
Next question, please.
Question number 4. What would be your dream place to investigate? What would be the place of all places that you would love to go and investigate? And why?
Well, we did some at Gettysburg, so I can't put that. I guess it would have to be either Penshurst. Yeah.
I'm just here for the ride.
Stop that. I'm trying to think. There was another one, and I can't remember the name of it.
The trains, Allegheny, Asylum.
Yep, there
you
go.
would like to go to some of the prisons and stuff then?
It's the trans. We both would like to go to the Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Oh yes.
If we get a chance, there is a this is funny because this is up towards Hagerstown. It is a motel with a jail in the basement. Now, back in the day, they used to let the guards sleep in the room upstairs and put the prisoners in the jail cells in the basement. And that was their transport. So I would absolutely love to go there.
Yeah, and I could imagine that a place like that would be pretty active, to be quite honest, with all the things that have happened there and the history, and that would be a really interesting place.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, it was interesting with the whole jail cell thing when we went to the Heritage Society of Essex Middle River.
That was interesting.
That was interesting. I mean,
that was.
Yeah.
There was a lot of activity, and there was definitely several times that we see somebody walk past. There was banging. There was these different noises going on.
Voices.
There was definitely stuff going on there. Definitely.
So it went very well.
That was a really good investigation. Most of their investigations are really good, but just some of them really stand out because of the things that happen and where they are. It is amazing. Question number 5. What are your views, guys, on protection and investigating this stuff? Do you believe that protection and, having some sort of protection mode and belief is important when you're investigating?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, every time we go out, I have my necklaces. It's normally in a cage, something similar to this. Maybe you can't see it, but it's upstairs at the moment. But I would wear that, and what I would do, since Chad normally drives to an investigation wherever, I would take my nap and, listen to my music and, do my little meditation and just prepare myself. But I would always wear my crystals. Sam made us some protection potions to go with us, one for Chad, one for me. So we highly believe that if you're going to go investigate, you need to have some type of protection, regardless what it is, because you never, ever, ever know what's going to happen.
Trust you to put that in the room, boys, isn't it?
Yeah,
We're not talking about that
use
sort of protection.
to bringing home the pitter patter of little feet.
Oh, please, boys.
No. We're talking about protection in the way of investigations and how to not allow spirits to come back. And I personally feel that that's really important as well, and especially when you've got spiritual abilities and stuff, even more so as well, because you're very prone to and open to things coming to you and things happening.
Oh yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Well, you're not wrong. Yes, you do need to have contraception to stop little pitter patter of feet, but we're not talking about pitter patter feet in that way.
No.
I have 4 naturally born children.
I have 2, and I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I have 2 girls that I pushed out myself, so I'm good. But we have a lot more than that.
I have 2, but physically more as well. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think it's important as well, Chad, to have like protection in that? Do you find it important? What do you use when you're?
I have my my cross and my aquamarine crystal that I have from our lovely little crystal shop.
Yeah, no, your crystal shops are really, really cool. You get some beautiful stuff, which you're going to get to see bits of soon, guys. Literally, I only done 7 questions. We're nearly finished on the questions, okay? So, number 6. What are your views on UFOs and ETs? ETs are extraterrestrials, if you don't know what that is. These guys do. But what's your views on that side of the strange and the unknown?
Out of the rising no.
So silly. I do believe in them. I do know that they are there. I've never had an experience. Well, I can't say that because we went to Ocean City and we did one of the history walks. What?
Yeah.
Ghost walks?
Yeah, we'll never do that again.
No. But we were at the end at the little Indian totem or whatever, and over the water, I swore I saw lights that went around a saucer looking thing, but it happened so quick. By the time I got my camera or my camcorder out, it was done. It was over.
That's really interesting. So
you
do believe they're out there then?
Oh,
and
cool.
What do you think to like the amount of like sightings and stuff that are coming forward? Do you think that they're planning something big? Do you think that they're planning to do something to be known more?
They do a lot of poking and prying. I do believe that they have a lot of knowledge and history and background. I really don't know if they're planning, but I do know that they are very knowledgeable in what they're researching and doing. So,
what's your opinion, Chad? You've been in the army and stuff like that. Is there ever been anything strange that you've come across or any weird stories you've heard?
You just upset a Marine.
Marine, sorry, darling. Yeah, a Marine, not the army, a Marine.
Calm down.
A Marine, Chad. You was in the Marines. I am so sorry.
Are you better now?
I apologize. I salute you. So in the Marines, had you heard any weird stories or anything that is ET related?
I did actually, and we've discussed this quite a few times at East Jarhead.
Ain't that right?
No probing here. Oh dear. I had to come out somewhere, didn't it?
Yes, yeah. It did. It's better out than in.
Definitely.
Kids.
Traveling, we had gotten a 72 leave pass, which is basically a 3-day leave pass. And we stroke formation. I got my rental car and was coming up to Maryland to see family and friends and stuff like that. And in the tree line as I'm driving, there was lights, and I'm like, what is this dude doing? I mean, it's like, why are you driving in the tree line? So I
Yeah.
pull over, thinking it was gonna like go past, and it was gonna come out and go past me. Well, it didn't. It just kind of stopped and was floating there. I'm like, okay. So I just keep going, and then it's still in the tree line. And I'm like, what in the hell kind of weird farmer crap is it? I mean, do you drive in the tree line all the time down here in North Carolina?
Yeah, no, it's strange to be seeing that sort of light in the trees that normally can be signs of them.
Right. So, but I couldn't. I wasn't trying to like figure out if it was going to probe me or not. So I wasn't like trying to wait to see what shape it was or anything. I mean, I could see that the lights. I mean, obviously it was on like a semicircle that I could see.
Yeah.
What was freaking me out was floating.
You knew that they looked odd and strange. They weren't normal. And
right. And the fact that it was in the tree line is like.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, definitely. And I would understand that if you're somebody that's never really experienced it and suddenly you see something like that, it is really weird. I remember my first ever experience. If you was to be asked to be in any investigations to do with UFOs and extraterrestrials or cases and that, would you work in them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That's awesome.
I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, see, I work a lot in the alien stuff, and I can do weird things to do with them, as you've seen. So yeah, it is a really good thing to be involved in, and we've got other people that are coming over to us that are having experiences that we've been helping and trying to help them understand as well. So yeah, I'm glad that these guys are like the extraterrestrial, and as they said, they would work in that sort of work if they had to.
Right.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot in the company.
Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. And Semper Fi.
Yes, definitely. I've got respect for anybody that works in any sort of services. You know, they work really hard.
You do realize what USMC stands for, right?
Pardon?
It's Uncle Sam's Misguided Children.
Do you think that there are enough hybrids out there, Sherry? I'm sure there's plenty, but I'm sure there could be more. And who knows? Maybe these could be another link. Maybe.
Who knows?
Right. So the last question, which is I think is a really important thing, because obviously as you guys being YouTubers and doing all your other stuff on this channel, what advice would you give to anybody that's starting out on a channel, particularly in the strange and the unknown, or if they're wanting to go into some sort of business thing like you guys have done? What would you give them as advice to start?
As far as YouTube, you're going to we've hit 160 over the year. It's not a get rich quick type thing. It is you have to find a niche, whatever you want to call it, and whether it be paranormal. Obviously, that's kind of our niche that we chose because it's kind of what we kind of are into. If you're into Fortnite and you're playing Fortnite, then
or baking or sewing or
right.
cooking,
you find your niche and stick with it. As far as the business thing, obviously, eventually you're going to want to sit there and make a little money off of yourself. So that's kind of where we decided was like, all right, we got the cricket, we got this, we can make stuff, we can try to sell stuff, we can advertise stuff and stuff like that. And I mean, we already had the Wix account, so that way we could set up a website. We were running shares, and then it just kind of went off the deep end.
I don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, something just went really wrong with that, and I don't know why. So that's why it's moved over to the Facebook.
Right. And then with that, it was like, all right, well, we can start selling stuff. All right. And then again, that's where the business part came in. She's been out of work since October because of the accident. And
I
then,
have not been happy with it. I love doing my job, but I love doing my business and being able to stay home and take care of the kids, make sure there's a meal, house is, the whole wife and mother duty. So I feel like I'm kind of blessed in some way,
Yeah.
but I do miss my clients like
Mhm.
terribly. I talk about them to my kids, and I'm pretty sure that they're getting sick of hearing it on how much I miss them. And I wish I knew what was going on with them, but because of our contract of work, it is a confidential thing if another healthcare worker steps in. So that's pretty much what has happened. But it just,
in the United States, we have a lovely little thing called HIPAA. So
sometimes I hate that.
so with the HIPAA laws, it's basically a confidentiality thing. She can't, unless I give the doctors permission to tell her
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with me. They can't tell her, even though she's my wife, they can't tell her that my brain is falling out of my eardrums.
Even though I see
even
it.
though she sees it, but they can't tell her that.
Mm-hmm.
So with her job, the client, another caregiver can't tell another caregiver, well, yeah, this particular,
Yeah, it's secret. It is secret. You're not allowed
Just
to
a
share
confidential.
things. But I used to be a carer and stuff as well, so I know what that's like. And
Mm-hmm. Just a privacy.
my opinion on like if you're going to start your channel out, like be you, be real, believe in yourselves, and just enjoy what you do. Don't try too hard. Just take it naturally and
Yeah,
be spontaneous. If you're going to
you gotta
start
have
out
fun
a
with it.
business that you do online like these guys, then make sure that you enjoy it when you do it, and make sure you interact with the people and just appreciate what you've got, because
Mm-hmm.
there is a lot out there that don't. And when things do get difficult and get tough, don't just be so quick to give up. Keep moving on, because things do get better.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
mean,
does.
if you go back and watch a lot of our old videos, I mean, we're both sitting there right beside each other and stuff like that. Yeah, I may look like I'm leaning forward a little more. That's because I'm the extrovert, she's the introvert.
Mm-hmm.
In the past couple of weeks, obviously, she's become a little bit of an extrovert because she's getting out. She wouldn't have been doing the sales and stuff when we first
No,
started because she was so much of an introvert that
I prefer to hide behind the
she-
screen.
she's a very private and a very sort of shy person, but she is coming out of her show, and I think this is making. I think what she's doing online is making her more confident as well, and it's making her feel more comfortable in herself and what she does, which is really
Yeah.
good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Yeah,
Both
when I
of them,
first.
to be honest, but
Mm-hmm.
Chad's always been more better at being on the camera than what Linda is, and Linda's not very good at speaking out. She gets a bit nervous, but she's been doing really, really well.
I mean, if
Really,
you look at some of our older videos, when we sit there and we do an introduction, I'm the one usually doing the introduction. Well, now
yes,
Linda's able to sit there and get out there and do. I mean, yeah, we use StreamYards while we're out, so we can do because
Live.
we're not at the 1,000 where you can sit there and do the
Mm-hmm.
lives on your phones and stuff.
you will get there though, guys.
Yep.
You will get there, because you're a very good channel. It does take time, but
Mm-hmm.
you will.
I do believe we will get there. But no, I wouldn't start. Sorry. I wouldn't start a video or end a video or even hold the camcorder. I would put the battery in it and hand it right to him and be done. That's it.
Yeah.
But now,
well, now she's more confident.
I took the kids out a few days back. And we went down to Patapsco State Park, and we absolutely loved the park. So I did. I videoed it. I pre-recorded it, because when we went last time and we did a live, it only allowed us to do half of the park.
Yeah.
And then the reception got lost going up into the hill. So it's
Yeah.
pretty
So they were the questions. Can you tell the guys like the platforms that they can get you on? Then we'll go on to showing some of your merches and your shop stuff.
Yep. You can get us on Facebook under Smith Family Paranormal Investigations. That's our Facebook company site. You can get us on, obviously, the www.smithfamparanormal.com. That's our website / merch site. I'm going to be posting older try to post older videos up into there. So and then it'll link us to our YouTube channel. So you can get us on Facebook, Twitter, which is at Smith Fam Paranormal. You can get us on, I haven't set it up in Instagram, but I probably will at some point. But we're not going out and taking pictures, so I'm not that type of person going Insta. A friend of mine told me I should start putting it up on the lovely TikTok. So I may start a Smith Fam Paranormal TikTok, which will be kind of little short videos. But probably with the Ghostbusters soundtrack in the background or something. But,
that would be fun.
So sounds really good.
Our merch site, Facebook, and you can reach us on either Linda or Chad under Facebook too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get us on Smith Family Paranormal Investigations on Facebook, you can hit message and it'll come to me, and then I just run it off to her and say, hey, Sam said something, and our email is smithfamparanormal@gmail.com. So that's pretty much where you can reach us all at.
So they are the platforms that you.
And now we have a toll-free number too.
Pardon?
We have a toll-free number too.
Yes.
Yeah. My shop number.
It's part of our shop. So
yes. So they are the platforms that you can go and support these amazing guys, and please do, because they are amazing investigators and they are really good at doing the stuff in their shop. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to turn to the even more exciting stuff. And we're going to let these guys share with you some of the stuff that they make in their merch side and in their shop side, so that you guys can get a bit of an idea about what they do. And they are open to taking offers on products and stuff like that. Guys, just go over to the website that has been put in the room till midnight tonight. If you spend over $50, you can get free shipping. So make the most of it, guys. So over to you and Chad for that guys, just to show them stuff from your shops and stuff like that, some crystals. Explain to them a bit about that, and then I'll do your little video at the end, and then bring Dakota up.
Yeah.
Right. So with the website, if you spend $50 or more, use New Year in the coupon code, and it'll ask for a coupon code. And it's up until midnight tonight, because tomorrow we start a new coupon. And this is one of the things that you can find on the site. It is a Bluetooth speaker. It is very loud. I didn't realize it was already connected. I connected it to my phone, but I didn't realize that I left it on and it was still connecting. And I was like, but it is very loud.
It is.
What I thought was that the aux cable was the reset.
So that's fine.
But so if you're using your spirit box or your necrophonics or whatever off your phone or a tablet or whatever you're utilizing, this right here, $20. I mean, it is very nicely made. This was one of the samples that we got from using our shop. Comes with a little canister, so you can hook it to your shirt, your belt, your bag, or whatever you're utilizing when you're going. I'm going to try to turn this off without making a whole hell of a lot of noise.
They've got some really, really cool stuff, guys, and you are really going to enjoy seeing the stuff. They do put a lot of work into what they do. Clothing, everything.
Again, as we start showing, if there's anything you would like to see, buy, we do make personalized items. You can catch me every Tuesday and Friday. Sherry will be with me on screen helping me. And you can either purchase it then, or you can go ahead and you want to put our PayPal up in the chat, and then they can do it that way as well. And it'll make it easier for you.
I forgot that.
That's fine. He's going to put it in there. So what I'm going, I don't know if you want to switch because I got a lot to show. I'm going to let him type and then we'll switch and he can take the keyboard with him.
Yeah, if you are wanting to buy any of the items, guys, you do need to make the payment to the PayPal. And when you go over to the website, please make sure you leave your address on the message part of the site so that they can send your products out to you. And until 12 o'clock tonight, you can get free shipping for over $50. Put in the code New Year in. Okay, guys?
Okay.
I'm going to mute, guys, so that you can talk away, make this your bit. So I'm going to just mute. I am here. I'll just jump in every now and again, but you do your thing.
Okay. So I have been working with Resin recently, and I have been...
Can you please put them onto a bigger, like, don't do it so that I'm off the screen, but make it so that they're bigger than what I am, so that they're a bit more out here. No,
other way.
Do it the other way. Just do it to them. That's it.
There we go.
Thank you.
So I have been working with Resin recently and learning a lot about it. Its ins and outs, its ups and downs, you know, the artwork of it is absolutely gorgeous. So this is one of the coasters that I have made. Resin coasters that we make. Each one set has a stand to go with it. This one does not, because I have yet to make it. But they are, this one is a two-tone. You see the clear, and then you see the pink underneath. They do have actual crystals in there. So these little pebble-looking things, they are actual crystals. I do use some in my artwork. So I do make these on screen. There has been times where I do make stuff, but my Resin coasters are $11. This was actually bought by Miss Cynthia, which we do make multiples of. This was a really cool thing that my daughter actually made. So it turned out really, really well.
I really love them.
This reminds me of that woodwork that you would get with the clear resin coming through.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? It's really, really nice. Like a marbly effect, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's really good. These are also $11. We do make multiples of. I also have this guy. So it is pink and purple all the way around. This set will come with 2 more and a holder. So it will lay flat down. This is the silicone mold that I would make it in. So it would literally just sit right inside of it when it comes out. But these are the 2 that I started with. I do normally start with maybe 1 or 2 different patterns and then kind of match them up as they do fit. If they fit to one another, then that's great. But if they don't, then I don't worry about it because I don't throw them away. If they're going to harden perfectly, I'll just hold it off to the side until I find that perfect match to go with it.
Yeah. And it's really beautiful stuff that they make as well. It's unique. It's not like anything I've seen before. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. So this is something new that I started. I found this mold maybe a week or so back, and I have had it for a while, but it's one of those I was too scared to do this big of a piece. But we also make checker and chess sets, and these guys are 25 a piece. You can custom each square however color you want it. If you would like to have your logo in the middle, you can have that as well. But it is only $25 to get it done. Well, I'm glad that you said that because I can actually make these as we speak. I am making one for Miss Cindy. She wants one with green and black, which is going to look awesome. So if you would like to have one made, you can easily go into the PayPal and go ahead. Let me see. I'm going to send it through one more time, and then doesn't matter too much. Well, I mean, if it's a design or the texture feel, that can happen as well. You just, any details that you would like, it can happen. So if that is something you would like, on the bright side, at least I win at chess now. That's true.
There you go then. So if you hit that PayPal and also hit the website link that's in the room, you can actually go over and do what Linda said. She'll make it to whatever taste you want. Whatever you want. If you want crystals in it, you want symbols, whatever, just say to her what you want. She will do it for you.
Yep.
And
Press flowers. So we will make boards to whatever. If you have a favorite football team and you want those colors, we can do that. Or your child's team, or just a Father's Day thing, whatever it is. If that is what you want for your chess or checkerboard, let us know. Just go in the message where the details go and just give us your specifics of what you want. Nope, wrong way. Okay, so this is another resin set that I actually have. This mold was actually a ice tray mold, which was pretty cool that I was able to create something with that. And it does come with a set of earrings as well. This set is $20. What does that do? So you will get the earrings and the necklace.
Some beautiful stuff. Some beautiful stuff.
And then I also have it. This has the green in it for St. Patrick's Day.
Is that a bracelet?
It's the necklace.
Oh, right. It looked like a bracelet from there. I was going to say it's really pretty.
Yeah. And then it also comes with the earrings as well.
So cute.
I love it. And both sets are $20 each. Now, I did experiment, I should say, with different Jello molds I have been looking at, it doesn't have to be specific for resin. You can use any type of mold as long as it's silicone, it will work. I have been playing around with different ones. Some do work, some don't work. It happens. So this is for the gamers out there. My son took off the other controller, so I have to make another one. But this is also a keychain. All I do is I drill a hole in the corner here with my handy little drill, and then I put a ring through the corner of it, and then in order to make it seal, I just turn that connection on the inside so it is not going to come apart. Nothing is going to fall apart. And then you have this cute little resin keychain to go wherever you want it to go. So we have it in different colors. And the resin keychains, all of them are $10 a piece.
Definitely cute.
Mm-hmm. So this is one of my favorites. I really like this one, the little mermaid.
Oh, yep. Oh, I've got a thing about mermaids. They're so cute.
Mm-hmm. And somewhere I have the seashell. Right here. Found it. So all of the resin keychains, again, are $10. If there's anything you would like while we are here, you can go ahead and go into the PayPal and let us know. We will get in there. This is the seashell. I really like this one because it has the gold pearl in the middle, and it just makes it pop altogether. And the little details that are in there are really, really great. Again, these are just Jello molds. They're really simple. They were like maybe $2.50 at the store. So it really wasn't that bad, but it's very, very good to have.
It is amazing that you'll go into a shop to buy it for a specific thing and it can actually be made into many different things. Some of them really pretty little things, you know what I mean? You wouldn't even think of doing.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. So these are supposed to be luggage tags or bag tags or whatever you wanted to use, but I thought they would have been really cute just to hang around the house. I mean, it has a little key on it. There we go. So it's really cute. And if you wanted to, you can write something on the back. Use a permanent marker. It will stay. So we have those. Ooh, I almost dropped it. In pink. And then in the green. So they are really cute.
They are, and they could be used for loads of things. Somebody mentioned something earlier about using them on, like, when you're going away on holiday, using them as, like, for your name tag thing. That'd be a really awesome idea.
Yes, Thinking did.
It was our lovely angel that suggested it, and that's a really good idea.
That it is. So these are 2 flex earrings that I made. They are $8 a piece. And all of this stuff is always handmade. Always, I cut all these by hand and put them together by hand. So it is well worth it. It is all nickel free. With it being nickel free, there will be no allergies. I am allergic to nickel. That's why I barely wear any jewelry.
Friendly to your skin.
Yes. So it is very important to us, as it is to everyone else, to definitely not break you out. So just different little things. Again, this is a regular keychain. And these are $8. And here's our logo. Which is kind of one of my favorite. It has vinyl on the front and back.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
really
two
cool.
of those.
That's really
This
cool.
is also the heat transfer. Right now it's warm in here, so it is pink.
Mm-hmm.
But when it is cold, it is this beautiful, beautiful purple. Just like
They
this.
are really pretty when they go, guys. I've seen them.
Just like this. So it is really pretty. So I think that is it. Oh, I forgot one. So this is the newest little mold that we got, our little dream catcher.
Yeah, no, I love them. They are absolutely stunning, guys. They're completely different as well because they're made of a different material. Normally you'd see like them made by string or things like that. You know what I mean? This is but made by different plastics and resins and different things. You know what I mean? So,
and with these, I can actually put your favorite crystals for protection or sleeping or, you know, intense or whatever it is in there. I do not put my power of any sort into any of the crystals that I am tending to sell. That way they are clear and free for whoever gets them to do whatever they want with. It's just, you know, how I work with them. I don't believe in putting my intentions into them. It's just, it doesn't work well for the buyer. So if you would like to have your crystals in here, just let me know which ones and I can put them in the middle there, because that is a pretty big hole and it will let me put that in there. But these are pretty cute and they are $12 a piece. So it will work very, very
They are
well.
so pretty, guys. Look at them. And yeah, like she said, she doesn't put, obviously if it was me doing something like this, I would put my intention because I know how to do all of that and I know how to do it so it don't go wrong. And
yeah, and since I am still learning,
but she's still learning, so she doesn't do that.
Right. I know, just it's very disrespectful to do something you do not know. So if you do wind up doing that, and you don't know what you're doing, more than likely it will turn out wrong, even if you don't mean it to and you think you're doing it right.
Yeah, you just have to be, you do have to be careful on that. And I understand and agree with you 100% there, but you will still get the protection or whatever you're wanting from those crystals because those crystals represent those things. So when you're putting that intention into them, they will work for you. Okay, so you've got no worry there. It's just, it's not done by Linda physically, the intentions, that's going to be done by you.
Yeah.
So do you want to show any of your crystals off quickly, sis? Like we've got like 6 minutes to show the crystals off. Then I'm going to show your video quickly. And we'll have a quick discussion about that. Then I'm going to bring Dakota up to do what he needed to do at the end.
Okay. 1 sec.
They do sell, they do have some amazing, amazing crystals. And they do these amazing giveaways on their channel where you get some beautiful crystals and lots of different spiritual stuff. They really do put themselves out there the right way, and they are amazing people, guys. Like, please support them as much as you can.
So tomorrow at 6 p.m. U.S. time, we will be having our unboxing and giveaway. We are going to be doing it a little different this time. And then starting Monday, I should say, we will be selling some crystals. I do have cages for crystals, small, medium, tiny. Yeah, the little itty bitty one down here, and then you got the medium,
and large.
Yeah, so we do those as well. We do them with any crystals that you want. If you have your favorite or whatever, then that's fine. Okay,
we did actually do that today. They've done that for our lovely sister Phonics that's in the room. They got a moonstone with a little cage for her to have it in. So she's looking forward to that.
So here's her cage. And then we will go to the store tomorrow if I do not have it here already in our bunch, because trust me, we have more than enough than we need. This is air chakra crystal, which is
Yeah,
really
that's
pretty.
beautiful. That is beautiful.
So again, over the next week or so, we will have. We're gonna need Tiffany. We will have more crystals to come, upload, stuff like that, and then go from there. So we do have this guy right here. Let me see. It says this is a ruby for courage, passion, and love. Courage, which is really pretty. We have all these guys. We have a bunch of them. So if there's anyone that you guys see that you would like, this is amber. Trying to get over here. Definitely has
that one. Amber, yeah. Beautiful.
Very good.
Some very powerful crystals as well, guys.
So as you see, we have many crystals, and this is just one container.
And they're all in different sizes as well. They're not all that small. There are some really big ones that they've got as well that they get.
Like you
and
got
like I said, they do some amazing giveaways, guys. And in the giveaways, they're even amazing as well. Like they'll give you really good bits of crystal, and their boxes. Well, apart from the little couple of bits I put in there because I was going to show what I had. But that could be done in another show. But their boxes are chock-a-block, guys. Like fill up with stuff, and so even at getting them, you're being treated.
Let's see this one real quick, and then we will move on. So this is our other box. As you see, we have tons.
Yeah.
This little tile here is something that we picked up on our walk.
And as I said, if there is any crystals that you want and they haven't got it, they will go and look, because they do go to crystal shops and stuff.
We do have just about everything. I will put the list, the picture of each one and the meaning, because wherever we go, we always try to get a little paper for a little education, and then I Google it from there. If I don't know it, or if I do know it, I need a refreshment, stuff like that. So, and then we found this. It's not doing its thing like it did the other day.
Beautiful. Yeah, it does glitter. Twinkles and that.
Yeah. So this is something that the girls picked up, and it's a rock. Yes, we know. But the thing that we found interesting with it is that it had something in it that wasn't the usual rock, let's say.
Yeah.
I can't find the other one. So no, that's not it.
But a lot of the rocks that you pick up are the crystals that you have in your hand. It's just where they've been buffed down and they've been polished, or they've been left raw but made smaller. Like they're beautiful.
And this is the raw form.
Yeah.
So this is the manufacturer form.
Manufacturer and then the raw. Yeah. It's the same thing and just as powerful as each other. It's just they like to make some of them look prettier.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. But I think even the raw ones are pretty. The ones that you find yourself and that's just beautiful.
So I will be uploading these. We do have a ring. I have one, the Hematite Ring. So that works well. And then we have this big guy.
Yeah. So they have all sorts sizes of crystals and stuff. And like I said, if there is one that you're interested in, they ain't got it. Most of them they've got at the minute. But if you did need any, they can get them.
We're going tomorrow and picking up moonstone for somebody.
For some reason, I think we have it. To be honest, I really do. But again, I have to go through all of this and 2 more tubs
There is a lot, guys. Believe me, they are equipped well and truly when it comes to their shop and everything else. What I'm also going to do, because obviously they've been showing that and stuff, what I would like to actually do now is show a little video that Dakota made for me, because I asked for it to be done, because my lovely Tiffany Smith over there done some pictures when she was out on a little family outing, and whilst she'd done that, we found it very beautiful seeing the pictures the way they are, but we started seeing some very strange and peculiar things in them as well. So we thought we're going to share that little video with you so that you can see, guys.
And this is Tiffany's very first time with an actual professional camera. So she did amazing work.
She did. And I was very, very impressed. Right, so here we go. Is it up onto the StreamYard bit?
Nope.
Can somebody add it in, please, guys, so I can just play it?
Yep, something was there.
Something was there.
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome, guys. Thank you. And this is the video. Let me turn it up so you can hear it. Some really strange things there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's some beautiful catches. Stunning.
Yeah, she definitely does. We are planning on going back.
Some very peculiar faces. Some of the pictures, the way that they've been done is absolutely beautiful. And that you've got the figure there in the tree. There's another figure here, as you can see. Then you've got a beautiful rockery sort of show. And then you've got these beautiful pictures and bits. We've got some really strange apparitions. That one really got us, that one.
It really did.
Little fairies. We believe they are fairies. We can see the little wings and stuff. That absolutely amazing. And then we've seen some that look like alien. Like this one here looks like an alien.
Yeah.
And here.
You see the faces
and in this one, like that's mixed, I think. There's like a few of different like spirits and ETs. That's what, to me, an amazing marking, which I believe is tribal and
Indian. Yep.
Indian, yeah. Some more very strange shapes and faces. She done that one's amazing.
Yeah, I like that one.
She's done some beautiful, beautiful pictures, but she's found some hidden secrets in it as well. And me and Linda really enjoyed going over this video and looking at it. And a big, big thank you to Tiffany for bringing some beautiful pictures, and thank you to Dakota for making the video.
Thank you, Dakota. It looks really nice. I loved it.
Thank you very much. That's to the lads. So you can bring that down now, guys, if you want. So, guys, obviously, you've had our lovely Chad and Linda for their interview, and our lovely Tiffany in the background that you've just seen the amazing video of the pictures she got. So I just want to say a big thank you to Chad and Linda for coming up and joining me tonight and for talking to me and showing us some of your really awesome stuff. And thank you to Tiffany for the awesome pictures, and keep your chin up, sweetheart. And to all of you angels in the ring, thank you so much for coming and supporting Chad and Linda. You know the platforms and stuff to support them on. They have told you that there are links in the room to be able to go to their website and to be able to shop. You've got till midnight tonight to spend over $50. Put in the code New Year and you can get free shipping, guys. Make the most of that. A big thank you to all of you. Thank you again, Chad and Linda. I love you so much. You're always going to be my A-team. And thank you for coming up here. And is there anything you'd like to say to you guys before we bring Dakota up?
Any of the pictures that you have seen is in our shop and is on canvases for your own purchases.
Yep.
And since she's made them and created them, she will get the funds from them. So
yeah, and they will be going to help her in some big ways, guys. All of the help is very much appreciated.
yeah.
So now we're going to be moving on to a topic that is not very good for any of us in this world at the minute. And there's some not nice things happening to a lot of people. And I'm going to bring lovely Dakota up to present with that, because we think this needs to be put out. Hello, Dakota.
Hello, everyone. Awesome show tonight, I will say.
Thank you.
Oh, Tiffany didn't have to run away. I was going to say hi, but oh well.
Yeah. Come here. She didn't go far. Come here, say hi.
Hello. Oh, and I do have some context that might be very interested in your photos, so I have been inviting some of my Hollywood contacts to watch the shows, everyone, so we might start getting some more exposure for everyone.
Nice.
Yes. So keep doing your work, babe.
Absolutely.
Try to start off this little discussion on a good note.
Yes.
Let's face it, unless you've somehow been brain dead under a rock these last couple of days, you know, there's a pretty nasty situation. Yeah, Chad, that seems like you every day. Obviously, there's a pretty nasty situation going on in Europe right now with the Russia-Ukraine crisis. What can we really say about it? It's truly diabolical what is going on over there. Thankfully, the Ukraine's forces are putting up a better fight than what Russia was expecting. But however, Putin is a very stubborn man, a very selfish, greedy man who will not give up easily. And right now, a lot of our military contacts, especially ones that started coming to us through the UFO connections, are very worried that the situation is about to get a lot worse in a matter of days. So we do plan on putting out some merch to try to help raise funds for not only military forces over there, but for civilians who are going to have to rebuild from nothing, rebuild from rubble for the way it's going right now.
It's terrible, guys. It is.
Yeah. That's a nice little message from our friends at Parapost Network.
Thank you. Big shout out to you guys. Please go and support them, guys. They are awesome.
Mm. I know I feel like I probably should have prepared a speech, but there's not much that one can really say about everything that's going on right now. And right now, because of political leaders in our own countries here in the US and the UK and with pretty much just about every NATO country right now, we are about to face some really dark days.
Yeah.
Yes, we try to, have a light mood when we do about these shows, maybe teach you a little something when it comes to the supernatural, but let's face it, when stuff like this happens in the world, it affects us all. You see the effects ripple within the supernatural. So this is just a reminder, be kind to one another. Simple as that. I know my co-host, the original plan was to try to get as many members that we have in the network now on here, but of course my co-host has to leave me to do all the work. But he will probably be doing some more comments tomorrow, and we'll try to get some merch out so that way we can try to contribute to the funds, because we got to do something.
There needs to be support around the world at the minute, guys. There's going to be many innocent people that are going to be hit in a very hard way, and a lot of them already are. And it's at times like this, if we can come together as a community, we can come together for our world, and it's really important.
It is very important to support one another, especially.
I got away with words. I kind of know how it kind of just splats out.
Well, all it takes is 1% to really make a change in the world, and that does reflect on so many different levels that we can go into more on the UFO side of things. But honestly, share what you do have. I know I haven't really had a chance to meet any of you in person, but honestly, had it not been for you guys, this program as a whole would not be going as far as it has. So do try to make every day count.
Exactly.
Whether friends here, your kids, your loved ones. The aliens aren't going to come bust us out of this one.
No, cherish what you've got. Cherish what you've got, and just try to make the most of it, guys, because it's a difficult world at the minute, and it don't look like it's going to get any better. So we do need to start standing together as communities and as people of this world, and try to bring some good out of this horrible situation.
Exactly. So,
and Linda, a lot of love out to the people that are actually being attacked at the moment. Love to your country, and we are praying for you.
What do you think about doing some kind of fundraiser show? Well, actually, I'd be down for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I know she was talking about possibly selling this, but if you go onto ONR Facebook, we'll do this. We'll auction this one off,
and the funds will go towards
it. And the funds, whatever funds we get collected in, we're gonna start the bidding on this for $25. So if you go on our Facebook and just start commenting, 25 go to every. As soon as it gets up to 50, start going $10 increments. So
let's see how high.
I don't really have anything to sell or anything like that, but when I'm paid, I will put some money into the funding as well, guys. So I do believe that this is important.
If anybody's seen this, they know the retail on this is pretty high.
Yeah.
And I mean, this came out of one of our $100 mystery boxes. So
thank you, Chad. That's very appreciated.
I mean,
and it's going to a good cause, guys, and I think we all should come together and try to help, even if it's only a pound or $1 or a couple of dollars. Anything is going to help. That we're all going to get affected by this, guys. So
I mean, this is a 2-pound crystal.
It's beautiful, and that's going to be donated, guys.
We'll post a picture of it on our Facebook.
And I will monitor it tonight.
And we'll throw it on Bald and Bonkers.
And if people are thinking about starting up a fundraiser, there will be a way, I'm sure, that you guys can donate things or donate money, whatever you want to do to try and help.
We can do a fundraiser show if you guys want.
Mm-hmm.
And I can make merch for that and all the procedures for that one show.
Try and do some card readings. I know it's nuts, but I could do some card readings. Whatever money I make from the card readings, I give over as well.
So there is ways that we can do this. We just need to pull together.
We need to pull together. It's time for us to stand up as a community and as a world and show that it's not okay to be pushed down and put under people's feet. We're all human beings, and we all deserve to be able to live in a civilized world. And at times like this, it really does show who really cares and who doesn't. And we do care. So
yeah, Brian, we'll definitely reach out to you to organize that, because we should really do something. Because many of us who probably would want to help, but for some reason or another can't. I already know there's talk of potential drafts getting ready to start up.
Yeah. Well, sis, if you're up for it, we can do it Wednesday during the day, and I will add an extra show. If you want to do
that, and then I could do my card readings.
We could do it all together if you want.
We could do this. We could do the card readings and do the stuff together if you want. Do it together. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. We will talk after the show and get the times together, and I will make a poster and post it out.
Maybe would it be? Well, we'll have a little short talk on here, but maybe have a talk maybe tomorrow, because I've got.
That's fine. That's fine.
an appointment tomorrow, so I can't be
Mhm.
up too late. I've got to be up at 8 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we are going to definitely do this. So me and Sis will get together and talk, and then we're going to have a show. It'll be Wednesday, as you said, won't it? Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
So yeah, Wednesday, card readings and
merch, and I will make tons of stuff, and we will be ready, and whatever we sell will be put aside and will be sent over.
Yes.
That's good. So, like we said, unless there's anybody else that wants to chip in, like we said, share love, share a smile. That's kind of the whole reason why we tend to act like idiots on these programs.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in the paranormal who's mentally sane, so might as well do something to help each other out.
Gotta hold each other up, right?
We do clown around and have a laugh at that, but when it comes to being really serious and showing something really important, we do that as well, guys. So
exactly.
Thinking that would be great. Thinking said I would like to donate a gift to sell.
Okay.
If
I'm
you
sure
want,
we can try and sort something out to sort that out. Yes.
Yep.
All right.
He's one of my really good fans, so he's trusted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, just look out for us on Wednesday. Look out all the way through, guys, and obviously any fundraisers and anything that comes from Parapost and the guys and us. Just try to help as much as you can, even being there and showing support, but through a nice message or something as well. Because believe me, there probably is people that need to see these messages as well at the minute, and the love. You know what I mean? So
I have a suggestion. I can put my PO box address in the chat, and if anybody would like to donate anything to put towards our fundraiser for Wednesday, they can go ahead and send it to the PO box.
There you go, a PO box, and then that can be all sent forward for the. Yep, that's brilliant. Yep. So anyone that wants to do that, go to Chad and Linda's PO box.
Yeah, we'll just wait for her to post
that.
No, I was just gonna wait for Linda to go ahead and put that up, so that way we can make sure it's shown in the video and it goes out to all the replays as well.
Yes, definitely. So this will be what you can go to if you're wanting to donate any items. It don't even have to be anything snazzy. That it could even be a bit of clothing. You know, people are not going to have clothing. They're not going to have anything. They're going to need things. You know what I mean? Kids, stuff like that. So anything, guys. Even food. I know it might sound stupid, but cans of food, things like that, things that they're not going to have at the minute.
Go
a long way. There's their PO box right there. I would love to see a lot more groups do this. It doesn't even matter if we're all agreeing right now. I think right now we can justify the fact that right now the things that we're probably butting heads about, that doesn't matter compared to what people in Ukraine are dealing with right now.
Yeah, that's really, really small.
Nothing compared to what they're going through. So this is really important, guys. And we do appreciate you. Take note of that PO box. Like I said, clothing, tinned food, even packs of rice, anything can help, guys.
And so let us know. Send it over. I do check the PO box once a week, maybe twice a week if I get a notification, and I will go from there. So, and then after the show, I will be putting this up immediately, and I will send it over as well. That way we can get it up and running. And I'll
be donating. I will be donating some money when I get some money as well. So that's going to be going in there as well, and card readings. So.
Yep.
All right. So unless anybody else has anything to chip in, we'll go. I guess we'll go ahead and end this now.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. Lots of love and light. Stay safe, guys, and please pray for the Ukraine people. And we will see you all very soon. Blessed be.
All right.
So that was the video, guys, from the show on Friday with Lost Magics, which was to do with the Bold and Bonkers network, obviously being put out by the podcasts and by Parapost and lots of other networks as well. Big shout outs to all of you guys. I would like to say a big thank you to all of you guys for coming in the room as well and spending the evening with me. Right, so as you all know, I'm going to be going away in the next 9 days. So while I'm away, there is going to be some pre-recorded videos that I'm going to be doing to the channel for you guys to be able to keep an eye on the things that I'm doing. I will be doing the odd live show when I'm out at places with the person that I'm going over to spend some time with. I am also going to be doing some pre-recorded videos of their place because it's supposed to be haunted. So I would be doing some pre-recorded videos of that. I'm going to be doing several company shows, but when I first get over there, there's not going to be any shows for a couple of weeks. It's going to be starting in April. So I would like you guys to please keep tuned to this channel and to the company channel so that you can keep update with our shows. Like I said, I am going to be doing some pre-recorded shows as well. I will be going back to the Bold and Bonkers network at a certain time in April as well, which is the 8th, I believe. So there is going to be shows. There are going to be live shows around the time that I'm not on doing anything at the moment. I'm going to be just doing pre-recorded shows and stuff, doing a couple of lives when I'm out at places, doing a couple of my company live shows, and maybe some at the places that I'm going to. Like I said, this holiday I'm going away for 3 months, and I'm going there to just chill. I've done a lot of work here on this channel for over nearly 7 years, and I've not really had a break. And I think it's time for me to have a break. So I'm still going to be doing all of the things that I love, and I'm still going to be doing the odd lives with you guys, making sure that you're all okay so that you all know that I'm okay. And there'll be surprise guests up with me when this happens as well at times. So that's what my plan for over the next 3 months. I go away on the 10th of March and I'm not back till the 11th of June. So there's going to be loads and loads of stuff that I'm going to be doing over there, but a lot of it, as I said, is going to be pre-recorded, guys, and uploaded. But there will be some shows that will be live as well. What you go? Where you going? I'm going to Texas, sweetheart. Texas, Laredo. Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. I have been destined to go to America for many, many years, and even more of a reason to now, like with all the paranormal and ufology stuff that I'm doing and all of the people and amazing things that I've, come to meet and see. So definitely going to enjoy going there. Thank you, House. How are you, Rose? Anyway, sweetheart, I hope you're well. It's going to be so good. I'm planning on going there for good at some point. Thank you. So that was the show with lovely Chad and Linda, and obviously lovely Dakota come up at the end for something that's not so nice. We all know that at the moment the world's going crazy and the poor Ukraine people are suffering really badly. And, that show specified about the crystal that Chad and Linda are auctioning out for you guys to be able to bid on. That still goes on till Wednesday. They have also got a PO box that they're showing around on their pages as well, where you can donate things such as food and clothing and, useful things that's going to help these people, because there's going to be a lot of things they haven't got after what's been going on in their country. So all of that love and support goes out a long way. Do not worry if you can't donate. Just giving them a simple message of uplift and love will also help, guys. So just be there and let's help our world. And we hope that you enjoyed the Lost Magic show. That is the last show for about 4 weeks, but I'm back on there on the 8th of April, I believe I said to Dakota. So they will be starting back up the shows, and I will be having, as I said, a special guest on several of them. We're going to be doing some very interesting talks into stuff to do with witches and the history and different cult witches and things like that. So it's going, and we're going to be learning and talking to you guys a bit about the witches that reside in the Texas and Mexico areas as well. So this is going to be a really, really good stream, and followed by many others as well. So we hope that you are going to enjoy that. I think I'm going to love it, sis. I do. I think I'm going to love America. America's always been in my heart, guys. It's always been something that I'm very attracted to and felt very much in need to be over and be part of. And for years and years and years, I kept saying to myself, I'm going to do this, and I never did because things in life got in the way. After the pandemic, these last couple of years, and there's things that I've had to face, just as you guys have, it kind of just gave me that boost to actually go for what I want and to do what I want. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's been a long time coming. I've worked very hard to get to that level, and I know that I'm going to have some amazing experiences over there. Like I said, I feel like I'm American, but I'm in the wrong country. Okay, so I just feel that everything's going to fall into place when I get there. Everything's going to make sense. And I know that I'm going to be a lot more happier there than I am here, most definitely. At the moment, it is only a 3-month holiday, but I do plan to be going back there regularly and, permanently. That is my aim. Oh, I know. And I've been told that I'm going to be took to some of them, and I am really, really looking forward to that. I do know of a couple of places as well in America that around them areas that I'm really want to go over to. But one of them is a place that I'm going to be part of a lot that's said to be haunted. And I'm going to be there a lot, and I'm probably going to do a few videos there and stuff. I've had some experiences seeing that place already, and the people in it have as well. So there's some really, really good shows. I don't want to be letting on too much to you until it happens, guys. So this week has been a disaster up till today. Like, everything went wrong with the ticket. I actually didn't think I was going to be getting to Texas on the 10th. And then today, after last night, sitting there and doing candles and putting my intentions and praying and asking you guys for prayers on Facebook, where you guys had done that and where I'd done my spell to help that to happen, lighting up certain incense and certain things that I'd done. I woke up this morning just with good news. Like, what I'd been trying to email and phone for the last 3 days had suddenly just been sorted out, and I didn't no longer have a pending flight. It's actually back to being completed and ready for me to take my flight. So, it worked out, and I was just so happy because the last couple of days I've been really down and really upset because I thought I'm not going to get to go, and all of these plans, all these ideas for my future, all of these things just were on hold, and I was just feeling really, really down, really, really down. I haven't really spoke very much. I weren't really going into people's channels very much. When I did, I wasn't on there for hours. Just felt really, really emotional. And then, I wake up today and everything's been made right. So I am just so glad. And, 9 days and I'm going to be in Texas, and I'm going to be so much closer to that paranormal and UFO stuff. And I'm going to be closer to my future and to my dream and to everything else. I just feel that when I get to America permanently, that everything that I am meant to be is going to fall into place. Hello, Tim. How are you, sweet? I have watched your shows. The interview that you had the other day was very interesting. Not really messaged very much, but I have watched. Been watching your uploads as well. Missed you as well. Hope you and Tommy are okay. Guys, if you don't have Tim and Tommy from UFO Man, please go over and support them. Absolutely amazing in the paranormal field. Yes, I know I wrote in one of your shows. You know, they are absolutely amazing, guys. These guys are two of the people that I'm going to be learning the more scientific and everything side of the ufology. Then I've got my guys from Bold and Bonkers as well. So I've got some very interesting stuff going on with the ET situation and communication and stuff like that. It's been really fascinating. Had a very interesting session yesterday when Dakota and Chris were live for their show. You are very welcome. I will always be there to support you too. Even if I'm not in the room, I always come and watch your videos and that, and I will always support you. You guys are awesome. You are the first two people that got me really into the ufology. Well, apart from obviously my experiences, you were the ones that helped me to open up. And then obviously I come across Chris and Dakota as well. So I am very, very thankful for that. I just want to get some really cool people in the ufology to come over and do some shows with me and stuff and talk about things that they've experienced. Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be closer, of course. I'm hoping that maybe there might be an event somewhere where we can all meet up and see each other and stuff. I'm planning on hopefully being able to get out with you and Tommy to do some UFO watching, and maybe you could come on some paranormal ones. I know that it's not really your criteria, but you might find it interesting. Definitely. Yes, or something will have to be done where we can meet halfway. That's going to be the problem, is being in Texas. There may just have to be meeting up points where we can meet up and stuff like that. Definitely. There's a lot of you guys that I want to see and meet and be part of. It'd be so cool. I'll come visit. If that is what you want to do, I ain't got a problem with that. You're like one of the biggest people on YouTube that I follow and absolutely admire. You and Tommy. So definitely. There is a lot of you guys that I would like to meet. Go out on investigations with. Hang out, chill out, have a laugh. So I'm ISIS. I'm registered as disabled. I can't go like long distance. That's why I'm getting the aeroplanes and stuff. Have a pint. I'll probably have a wine. I don't drink beer and stuff like that. I'm a proper woman. I don't like the taste of beers or anything like that. Cocktails or wine, I'm okay. And some spirits. But yeah, you can have a pint, definitely. Wine is great, yep. But I am really, really looking forward to we will sort something nearer the time. Obviously, that I have got no plans to go to visit anyone at the minute, because obviously my first 3 months is going over to see who I'm going over to see and doing my own thing. You know, the plans for me to meet you guys will be in the future and stuff like that. So it will happen. It's a lot of money and it's called saving. And at the minute, obviously, when I get over there, I'm not going to have a lot of money at first. So, and I will be working. Do not panic. Red wine's okay. Not my favourite thing. I prefer the white. I like sweet wines and things. I don't like anything that's bitter. I like sweet stuff. I do like whiskey and Jack Daniels. You know. It will happen. Of course it will. Yes, we will all meet. We will all meet when I get there. Even, like I said, even if there's like some sort of functions thing to do with paranormal or ufology or a bit of everything, and the people are going, we can all meet in one place and go out and do things. I'd stay in the area for several days and go to you guys. Obviously, some of you I'd come and see personally as well. Me, I'm a vodka fan. When I was younger, yeah. Now, not so much. It doesn't agree with me very well. It doesn't make me horrible or anything, but it makes me feel ill. So I don't drink it. That's awesome, Cindy. But yeah. So that was my show and my plans for while I'm away. So like I said, there will be some lives, there'll be some pre-recorded, and there will be some company shows and some Bold and Bonker Network shows. But this will all be starting around April time, guys. Yeah, you can. I agree. You can mix it with anything. It's just not one of my strongest drinks anymore. Mine is normally wine, Arches and lemonade, cocktails, them sort of things. I don't mind an apple, like a pear cider or an apple cider. That's all right. When do I leave? The 10th of March. I leave here at 2:45 in the afternoon. I've got to travel all the way to London, get on the plane at the airport. Then I go from London to Dallas. Then I got like an hour and 45 minutes wait. Then from Dallas, I go to Laredo, Texas. So I've been like trying to look at like a decent camera or something that I can get so that I can actually take pictures on my travel over there and when I'm coming back. And so I've got a camera with lots of pictures and stuff that I can take of the place. It's going to be nice. Just nice to get away from here. Have a change of scenery. Finally be part of somewhere that I feel like I'm going to feel at home. You know. Like, don't get me wrong, this is my country and my family and that are here. Love them all unconditionally. But I've got to start doing things for myself and things that are going to make me happy. Oh, nice. That sounds nice, Cindy. So do I. So do I. I've got a good feeling they're all that's going to go well over there. Definitely. I was a bit uncertain of if I was actually going to get there this week. Yes, so do I, Cindy. At the minute, I'm just so excited, but I'm really nervous at the same time. Really, really nervous because I've sat here all of these months and months and months wanting to do this, and it's actually happening now. And it's a scary vision because I've never left the UK. I've never been on an aeroplane, never stepped in an airport. This is big, and I've got a huge fear of aeroplanes, and I've got a huge fear of height. So I'm definitely not sitting near a window. I've been told to eat lots of chewing gum or sweets because it's meant to help with your ears. I hope that there's not bad weather and it starts shaking because they'll probably scream the plane down. So hopefully, touch wood, everything's going to be smooth there and back. I like Moscato wine. That sounds different. Never heard of that. I think I'm going to be introduced to many peculiar and different things, I think. Their language is one. No, they've got the most beautifulest accents. Most can talk English, so that's good, because I would be screwed because I cannot talk Mexican or Spanish, Latin, whatever they call it. Are you going to the Almamo? What's that? Alamo. What's Alamo? I did say that right, didn't I? Alamo. So do I. I think I deserve it, Tim. I've had a lot of horrible stuff here, which is the reason I want to get away from it so much. And it's sad, but I've, held on and put myself aside for so many years and endured a lot of pain and hurt, and I'm not going to do that anymore. L'amour. L'amour. See? I have not got a clue what you guys are saying. Oh dear. Typical English woman, eh? Yeah, I am looking forward to the paranormal experiences, definitely. Sorry, guys, I'm just waiting for the chat to catch up. That's good, sister. I'm glad that that's your favourite state. I'm sure it's going to be mine as well. Okay, Cindy, thank you. I've never ever suffered from motion sickness, so I don't think I'll have a problem with that. But I was told to eat sweets, like hard-boiled sweets, and chewing gum and stuff like that. Have some music on in your ears, things like that. Lattimore. Is that a place in Texas, Lattimore? Wow. That would be a very interesting place to go to, Cindy. Lattimore, the fort where soldiers were killed. I find them sort of places very, very interesting. I think they hold a lot of energy and a lot of past. So I would most definitely love to be able to just see a battlefield where they used to be, and I'm sure I would see and feel a lot. Lattimore. What I might do, my angels, then, because it is getting on, and I have been on for a few hours now. 2 hours, nearly 2.5 hours. So what I'm going to say is a big thank you to all of you for tuning in and for watching the show and for listening to my conversation that I've been saying to you at the end. Thank you for all of your positive and uplifting words. That's why I love you guys so much. You keep me motivated and happy. You are all my angels, and I love you all very, very much. I give you lots of blessings, love, and prayer, and I ask the Lord and Divine to keep you all safe and to keep your family safe, guys. And a big thank you again for coming and supporting me tonight. I will be back on Wednesday with Linda, where we're going to be doing that show to help the Ukraine people. So please tune on her show for that. I will probably ask her if they can send me the video over so that I can also put it up onto my channel as well. I am going to try to jump in and do a paranormal stream this week as well, and I'm going to try and do a few little pre-recorded videos and set them up for certain dates so that there are some videos going up over the time that I go away, so that you guys have got something to watch and look at. So please keep an eye out for them as well, guys. But I am going to go, and I'm going to go and chill and rest. I'm going to send you all lots of love, light, and blessings, my angels. Love you all very, very much. Have a perfect night. Be safe, be real, and remember that I will see you very soon. And remember that when you go to sleep, those spirits creep, and they're always around you. And stay spooky, and I will see you very, very soon. Love you, angels. Night, night. I am on Facebook if any of you need me, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Going to do the 30-second countdown, and then the show will be ended. So love and light, angels, and good night. Blessed be, and a merry parting, my angels. Blessed be, guys. See you very, very soon.